don't even know where to place them, right? But I want to take a deep dive and go back to some history instead of just talking about, myths and things, okay? It seems like a lot of spirituality lately is based on myth, right? And from myths, we know these are stories, these are beliefs, these are things that throughout time have gotten passed down, old wives' tales and such. But again, the thing with myths is they're not always factional, right? And I'm like wanting to tap more in. And so I was learning a lot over these past couple of days with these downloads about how deep this spirituality goes, like where its roots came from, like where it truly started, where magic came into play and all these things. So we're going to talk about some things, and I'm sure some people aren't going to like it, but hey, it is what it is, right? We're needing to really sift through all the information that we're receiving to find our actual place. And why is this? Because, like I said before, there are people who are here, okay? There are people who are truly here to tap in to where they truly come from. Not based on myths and fictional stories and characters and such. All that is like, it's like, okay, there's something here for a lot of people. We keep talking about these like royal bloodlines. And when I say bloodlines, I'm talking about how far back have you traced yourself? How far back have you received these messages about who you are, okay? I've spoke in length about how I feel about, reincarnation and such. And for me, that just means, when we pass on, some of us, we've lived many lives. It's why we're called old souls. It's why we have so much wisdom. It's why some of us are so much older than our actual age. There are some people that I truly do believe are a part of royal lineages, royal DNA, royal bloodlines, and that's not something to take lightly. Okay? So when I talk about that, thing of reincarnation, it literally is like you guys have passed on many times in your previous lives. Okay? And I feel like for those of us who are getting this knowledge now, it's because we're needing to tie all things in to truly tap in, right? So I feel like all of the knowledge we are receiving is beautiful, right? It's right on time. Some of you guys may have been seeing the number 29 a lot, right? 2 and 9 breaks down to 11. That talks about, that how I always like to speak on like balancing practicality and spirituality. For me, when I see the number 11, that's what it is, right? I do feel like there are certain things for certain of us from our past lives that we are called to recognize, remember, and resonate with this time, right? Like now is the time. Again, this is why also we've been seeing that Wheel of Fortune, which is a clock, right? A lot of us have these spiritual or soul clocks that we are literally being moved by. And this is why for a lot of us these ascensions are so important. These transformations are so important. A lot of people speak on these things, but it's deeper than just reading tarot cards. Like I said before, those people who are truly drawn to tarot cards, some people don't even really have to know the meaning of tarot cards. They just resonate, right? Hello. How are you? Things like, okay, we see a lot about ancient Egyptian ancestors, right? And why is this so important? Why is it just Egyptian ancestors, right? Why are people just talking about the Egyptian ancestors, right? Why is that? These are certain questions that I, coming into spirituality, had. Like, there's no other, same to you, there's no other ancestors out there that have a royal blood. Like, that was something that I always thought of. But okay, let's talk about the Egyptian ancestors, right? There's royalty here. So many people have said it. I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Kendrick Lamar did that song for a reason, okay? And I'm not going to get into that, but here we go. So if we talk about the ancient Egyptian ancestors, which I many times have said that I am a part of the ancient Egyptian royal bloodline. I know this. I know this to be fact. I know it is not fiction, right? And I want to speak a little bit more about this bloodline and why, for most of us who are a part of this, we're called to wake up to something. All right? You got to know where you fit. This message is going to resonate for who it resonates for, right? A lot of these gods and goddesses, you know, a lot of us don't realize, like, we be having, like, perfect strangers in our reality that resonate with us, like, on some weird stuff, like some weird things, right? And then we have others that don't understand, don't believe. They're not a part of that bloodline. That's the thing. So I'm starting to realize that there are many people out here, these gods and goddesses. You are gods and goddesses because you come from gods and goddesses, literal, not fictional, right? This is like fact for a lot of you guys. And the only way this is going to be shown to you is by all of these seasons of elevation that you go through. So, like, okay, I had traced a long time ago, right? I don't even want to talk that deeply about it, but because that's my business. But I had traced a lot of my lineage, my Egyptian lineage, back to times like I've spoken about many, many times on this platform, Nefertiti and such. And when we talk about Nefertiti, she was one of the strongest goddesses, and it was because up until that point, these women who were married to these gods or these kings or these whatever you want to call them, they were meant to be just like on the arm of greatness. You understand? The rise of the divine feminine. They were just meant to be like that thing to be looked at, to be, you know, in awe of. You think of all these other gods, Cleopatra, all these women were beautiful, and they were just meant to be looked at as a beautiful counterpart to someone powerful. But in my knowledge, I have learned so much about, for some reason, Nefertiti. I know what it is. I know my personal connection to this goddess. And there's something here about this being the first confirmation, the first goddess, okay, that was truly in her power. There was a lot that this queen, okay, did in her time. There was a lot of things she didn't stand for. She was someone who wanted change in civilization. She was someone who wanted a seat at the table making decisions. She was someone who was really out here trying to build up, you know, culture. And she was in different spaces where normally you would only see men. And the thing that's beautiful about her is her husband, Akhenaten, as we know, okay, was okay with this. You see them both depicted in pictures of art, right, sitting side by side. Again, Nefertiti was also one of the queens who is now a goddess, right, or yeah, goddess in her own right, who was in that chariot. You know how we see the number 7, we see the chariot card. The chariot was only something, okay, till prior that the men rode in, okay? Nefertiti was one of the first to ride in the chariot. The chariot only sits one, okay? So this ties into the strength of who she was and her gifts and her true powers, okay? Now, as we all know, Nefertiti had 6 children, correct? Okay, so this ties in deeper now when I say, okay, we have come back to find our soul family, right? For some of us, this truly goes deeper. This truly goes deeper. Some of you guys, this might open your eyes up to why you're drawn to certain kings and queens of that time. You're going to learn something, okay? You're not just getting this information for nothing, okay? But when it comes to Nefertiti, what I realized and researched was she was someone who was around in the beginning of magic being formed. And before it was called magic, right? It was called, it was called like Hermeticism, something like that. You know, Hermes, who was the greatest magician there was, that was back in her time, okay? Kemet, before it was Egypt, it was called Kemet. So we have this hermit card, right? The hermit, which is actually the thrice great magician. So what everyone sees modern days as magician and magic and all that other stuff, it really has ties to Kemet, okay? And I'm saying this for a purpose. Those of you guys who hold this knowledge, the secret knowledge of what truly magic is, this is because this is where you come from. The high priestess with the hermit. You've learned from those teachers. Some of you guys, like I said before, your soul and spirit has come back here to actualize what it... Okay? So with that being said, Hermes. Some of you guys might want to look up who Hermes is. We talked about Hermes before as well. Okay? Kemet was ancient Egypt. Now, at that time, Nefertiti was being raised. Okay? I'm hearing 18th dynasty. All right? She comes from a long line of hermits. Now, again, her husband, Akhenaten, right? Okay? His mother, her name was Tai. Okay? And she was someone who was a queen at that time as well. Okay? So what has happened over time with these Egyptian ancestors and the knowledge that we are receiving and why we are receiving it is, I can't even, you see what I'm saying? Okay now. There's a reason this is all coming up now. And for a lot of us, we're going to find out truly why these bloodline battles are happening. They want to call it spiritual war and all this other stuff. Okay, I get it. But that's on a lower level. On a higher level, there's a reason why we're having bloodline battles. We talk about a lot of fictional characters like Osiris and Isis and da-da-da-da-da. And this is why I said people aren't going to like me for this message, but they don't like me for the other messages. It is what it is. When we talk about Osiris and Isis, fictional characters that were created to overpower those that were actually living, who actually created these things. This has been going on throughout history. If you believe in this day and age, okay, that there was a woman who put together a body and brought it back to life, okay, then there's something practicality, spirituality here. It's a myth. It's a story. When you look up, can you find actual evidence of these people, beings, deities that actually lived? You cannot. You cannot find these things. But you can look up Nefertiti. You can look up King Tut. You can look up Akhenaten. You can trace back how far these people go. When it comes to these deities that people want to over-fictionalize, there's no start or end for where they came into play. They came into play because our people, the Egyptians, the ancient Egyptians, right, believed in using all of the powers of the universe, all of the powers that they had at hand, okay? Be that the earth, right? Fire, water, air. They used all of these elements to form what is called magic, okay? Throughout history, what has happened is we have created, right, and over-dramatized these characters to be individuals that people have come from. You can't come from a fictional character. That is not your bloodline. This is not me. This is the ancestors talking. Because this is why there are so many bloodline battles going on. If you know who you are connected to, you know why you are so heavily protected by the names that these spiritualists speak on. King Tut, for example, okay, was Akhenaten's son that Nefertiti raised. So it was her stepson. But King Tut was Akhenaten's son, okay? And for that reason, he was revered. We all know that he died at a young age. We know this and that, okay? We also have heard stories about people who were going to look through these tombs and, you know, King Tut's curse. This is, you guys got to understand. When people play with magic and don't understand where it came from, who created it, why it was used, okay? This is when situations that we have going on happen. They happen. Magic was never intended to be used to hurt people. Magic was never intended to be used to take from people. Back in the days of Kemet, magic was used to heal people. It was used to help people. It was used to help people tap into where they come from, their lineage. Throughout time, it has gotten misused and abused. And this is why when people do things like these rituals and, you know, death spells and all this other weird shit, it doesn't work. This is why we've been seeing in that card, when we use, I don't know what the name of the deck is, but you know, the coffin card, okay? Number 19, the coffin card, that's been coming up a lot lately. That's been coming up a lot lately because there is some form of these ancestors that are coming back, literally. through us beings who don't even realize what's going on. And this is why I say, some of you guys, the gifts that you have literally been passed down through the bloodline. Some of you guys have been hearing readings about, your parents aren't your parents, things like that. Okay, I don't know who you are, I don't know your story, but I'm talking spiritually, okay? Some people need to realize and understand, or maybe connecting dots like, oh, my parents are my parents, I get it, but I've been here before. And if this isn't my first life here, then who is my first parent? Where does my soul and spirit come from? And there's something here in the bloodline where it was set for a certain time, okay, for us to transform, for our spiritual DNA to activate with our physical DNA, to wake up. And when this happens, we see that tree. I'm getting the tree of life, okay? I am a life path 22-4. That is all me. The tree of life says that we have genetic makeup within us, okay? And once we get rooted with that tree and we get grounded in where we come from, there will be a new genetic code that opens up within our DNA. And this is why a lot of this knowledge is now it's heightening, because we are open now, because it is the time for us to be open to that part of ourselves. Some of us beings truly came here to be spiritual people, to live the life, okay? But to understand why we are here to live the life. I'm actually doing a book on this, okay? I'm just saying that right now. But there's a reason why some people take more to spirituality and some don't. There's a reason why some people just understand and it clicks, and why some people don't get it. These are real life facts for you spiritual beings to know truth from fiction. And right now you're going to start understanding why the magic has been thrown into play so much. Because again, I said, there are many spiritual beings. Okay, you see? I'm going to just let y'all see. Everything I'm saying, my copycat, that's Honey Dubois. We already know this. She on here. She want to be seen. She want to be heard. She's feeling away because she has talked about Tut for many, many times, talking about she was sending Tut and all this other stuff. Pretty much just saying she's in her own weird world, okay? It's like I just said the connection of who King Tut was, where I come from. So you want to send my ancestors against me. This is why you're on my screen. I'm just saying what it is. So that's that. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Okay? I don't know how I'm copying you. You're on my shit. Okay, let's keep it cool. Let's keep it calm. Okay? So for many of us, right, who have these spiritual gifts, we were here. We did come back to be earth angels. And you can't be an earth angel if you don't know why you are being called to be one, okay? These people that want to have platforms and pages and speak about how they're divine and they're this and they're that, well, you see them on my thing. That don't look very divine, does it? Okay. Every time I go live, we got a hater, okay? And these people get upset. I said they were going to get upset because this is their energy. They're witches. They understand this type. They understand the magic that witches do, right? They understand the magic that witches do. But they don't understand how these illusions are truly being seen by spiritual people. Okay? It's just what it is. Nefertiti was also called, what? The highest, okay? The high priestess. My name is what it is for a reason. Okay? So, we're going to get some messages. But for a lot of y'all, it's going to start to resonate. And it's funny because look what's at the bottom of the deck. I don't even have to see who it is to know who it is. The Seven of Swords, the lies that are being... Okay? Seven of Swords, deception, thievery, copycat energy. It's right here. I speak and it shows up. Who's the true magician? Okay. So, what else do we need to know about this energy? Yep. Strength card talks about royalty. The wands talk about royalty. Understand? Okay? When we talk about royal bloodlines that you come from. Justice. I speak nothing but facts. 811, 88. I know who I am. Okay? Tower for a lot of individuals who are really stepping into their life purpose, okay? Really finding out why they are here. Who is speaking to them, Okay? Again, you want to identify yourself with a deity? Go right ahead. But like I said, again, some of you guys that are at that level, you need to know there is another level of growth for you. Okay? There are many gods and goddesses out here. These people that are unstable right now, okay? Like the Miss Honey Dubo who's on my live right now, right? These unstable individuals, okay? They're really doing a disservice to the collective of individuals who are trying to have this level of wish fulfillment come in, okay? Because what they're doing is they're trying to change the narrative is what I heard. They're trying to change the narrative, but there are more facts from the ones that speak truth, the earth angels that came here to do exactly what I am doing and others are doing. Okay, it's time. It's time for those individuals to be seen for who they are. We talk about bloodline battles. Well, I don't see people for people no more. It's been a long time since I did that, okay? It's been a long time since I did that. But the reason why a lot of these individuals, right, who come to certain readers' platforms and stalk their lives and, you know, do all this weird shit like this is because they are someone, right, that our ancestors had problems with. And I've learned that. This is why I don't get mad at people. 21, 21, 33. Thank you, God. This is why I don't get mad at people, because people don't even realize what they do. I see it. I see it. I see it. I know who I'm connected to. Two of Cups. I know who I'm connected to. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. You know tarot, you know tarot. I know who I'm connected to. What else? Hermits. People who literally live their life in exploration of truth, in exploration of wanting to know why. Wanting to know why the situations they are experiencing. Hermits are usually loners. You won't find hermits clicked up. You won't find hermits in groups talking about other people. You won't find hermits in groups doing magic on other people. You won't find that in a hermit. You see, the hermit walks the life alone. The hermit goes through situations and learns. Okay, some of you guys been here many, many times, okay? What else? What do these hermits want to say to the collective about their spiritual awakening? Because this is yet another spiritual awakening. And you'll always have people like that, Three of Pentacles in reverse, like I said, clicked up in groups, right? Working behind the scenes to try to allow you to be left out from who you truly are. This is what these people are doing. Like the person that's on my live right now. And she's just speaking for me. The cards are just clarifying. A light is being shown on these types of individuals as well. Because they are people who have been shown by us spiritualists, okay? If you're getting gang stalked, if you're getting fucking targeted, if you got people talking about you a liar and this and this and that, well, the light is being shown on these individuals. And this is why these people have pretty much nothing right now in terms of spiritual knowledge and insight. They are in lack. They're in lack. And how do you know that someone is in lack spiritually? Well, they do stuff like spiritual spying. They do stuff like flipping cards on you. They do stuff like doing magic on you. They do stuff like projecting. That's spiritual lack. Because someone who has spiritual abundance doesn't have to do that. You will never see me on another individual's live acting as if I am lacking something. Hello, how are you? You see this? I'm leaving these comments up here. I learned to leave them up there. Because as I said, everything that I have done and everything that I have stated, everything that I have posted about the gang stalking, about the harassment, about the stalking, about the reports to YouTube and the FBI, as we all have seen many, many times, my posts, we've all seen them. So I'm leaving all these comments here. Because these things are going to be rectified and looked into as well. You're just not going to continue. You're not going to continue to defame people's character. You're not going to continue to do such things. There have been reports filed. So justice is coming out on upright. Guess it's a matter of time. These gang stalkers won't believe it until they see it. So continue. I'm asking you to continue. Respectfully continue proving my case. The case that I'm fighting for myself. Continue. Means nothing to me. Continue. Chariot. Sometimes, like I said before, people don't believe you. Ask and you shall receive. You want justice? Make sure you are doing the right thing. Talking about somebody else doing these weird things, it's not going to bring you nothing but hardship. So, again, that's already seen. It's already seen. My collective sees. And my collective does tell me when things are posted. My collective does tell me when things are posted about me that they know because they're spiritual and tapped in. They know too. So when you attack a reader that actually resonates with many, many people, they're able to see the falseness in you as well. Okay, just making that clear since you want to continue to come on my platform. Like I said before, there are people. We all know what the King of Swords is, right? We all know who the King of Swords is, right? By this time. We know the King of Swords. That's seeing how you continue to do what you do and you refuse to walk away from harassing me, stalking me, and defaming my character. Period. Pretty sure you were asked to stop many times. So that was our message. And it's funny because I didn't mean to go there. But every time, it's always a hating one sitting back watching, waiting to defame someone because I speak truth. Okay? So that's pretty much it. We was talking about our ancestors and that got thrown off as usual by people that don't know who they are. But like I said earlier, I knew some people weren't going to like this message, but goodness gracious, way to be discreet, you know? Judgment is being called on many situations for you guys spiritualists. Okay, those of you guys who are really tapping into your spiritual knowledge, okay, and learning who you are, where you come from, how far back this actually goes, you're going to be getting victory and success in your situation. And like I said before, I feel like all of this magic was thrown into play because, like I said, we have people of the light and we have people of the dark. These people who are in the darkness, meaning they play with dark arts, they believe everything dark but can't believe the truth, right? Those types of individuals, no, because they have done readings on you. They have looked into your Akashic records. They have done all this weird shit to figure out who you are. So they may act like, I'm talking truth, they may act like they have no idea who you are, what you're speaking on, but these individuals aren't telling you what they have done to clarify for themselves who you are, hence why they are attacking you. You don't attack someone for no reason. You understand? Okay? So a lot of you guys, all this attacking and all of this warfare and all of this magic is just going to open you up to clearly see the illusions that were around you. Right? Because you are here for something greater. You're here to show off your gifts and talents. You're here to be a gift to others. You're here to open the mind of many individuals. I am a master teacher, master builder. There are going to be many individuals who don't like the messages I give, but I was still called to the forefront, to stand out, to be different, to be looked at, to help others evolve. Six of Swords talks about moving to calmer times, okay? A lot of you guys out here, for the spiritual part of it, you've been going through like a lot of mental manipulation. We keep seeing crown chakra, third eye chakra, people trying to play with your chakras, okay? Calmer times are coming. You're being moved, literally pushed to calmer times. Who is doing this? All of those ancestors that we talk about, your spirit guides, are guiding your spirit so that you can move forward, okay? A lot of people wanted you to miss this. There's something here about you were supposed to miss something. And when we be talking about missed opportunities, people be thinking it's always about the money. It has nothing to do with money, okay? It has nothing to do with money. It has everything to do with health as wealth, as within, so without. The more abundant, the more you know about your internal abundance, the more you will see it outside of yourself. The more you know where you come from, the more you know how to carry yourself, right? The more you know what your heart truly resonates with, the more you're able to give to that and give to others from that place, that pure place, okay? So it's deeper. But again, like I said earlier, you have to know where you come from to know who you are. And a lot of you guys in this reality, you were called to take a leap of faith on yourself, to trust your internal voice. And for a lot of you guys, like I said, no one was meant to believe you. Because here's the thing. For a lot of you guys that are really tapped in, you weren't meant to be believed. But what always happens is, in time, Wheel of Fortune, things are shown to you and others around you that, damn, we didn't know this. Y'all wasn't tuned in back then. Okay, there's a song coming through. Y'all wasn't tuned in back then. Not you, but the people that were around you weren't tuned into what Spirit was doing for you and with you. And you guys are truly gifted. You guys are a gift. And this is why you will receive all of the gifts that the universe has to give you. Period. Again, you got beings, I can't make this up. You got beings around you that was just waiting. Were waiting for you to sit on your throne. See how it got quiet, huh? See how it got quiet, huh? See how it got quiet, huh? Because when I talk, the lies are exposed. When I talk, the lies are exposed. The misconceptions, they're exposed. Seven of Swords is in reverse. Because of my communication in the upright. I'm not trying to block nobody. I'm not trying to stop nobody. I want us all to have that energy of as above, so below. As within, so without. And if there's any sneaky energy within my energy, I'm going to call it out. Okay. Knowingly or unknowingly. And I'm passionate about breaking through these walls of competition. Because there's no competition when you're this is literally one person. And there's literally 5 people over here trying to compete for something. And I will never understand what the competition is in regards to. We are all here on a journey to find ourselves. So if competing with me helps you find yourself, you're doing it wrong. What else for this message? I said before, balance spirituality and practicality. I said before, some people aren't understanding. All of the magic is really making them freaking delusional. And it shows. It shows. The choices that the people made. The wrong ones. I'm not going to say the cards that I do be seeing, but, you know, I'm trying to keep this energy as light as possible. And like I said, there'll be many readers that don't like this message, but it is what it is. If you know where you come from, you know where you come from. Period. Like I said, the people that are watching a lot of spiritualists right now, they're not divine. And I don't got to make this up. Like, you know, the karmic energy that loves to say I'm copying them, they're not divine. I'm just saying what I'm saying. This is what they are. Masters of confusion. Clearly. That was the intent in what I just came on here to give y'all a message about the truth of spirituality, your lineage, your heritage, where you come from. And here we go with a negative entity, okay, with no divinity that wants to come in and confuse people. This is what I try my hardest not to do. And this is why I shut it down every time. You see, as soon as I started talking about all the reports that I made, it just got quiet, right? I'm tired of playing this game. We all should have a right to be entitled to our own self-knowledge, evolution, and growth without another individual being weird. And so if they have the audacity to come here and do it on an open platform, well, hey. Wheel of Fortune. There's a fated change of events coming for a lot of spiritual beings. What is this fated change that's coming for a lot of spiritual beings? Okay? 8 of Swords. A lot of y'all people were trying to make you... I'm hearing like people were trying to use your gifts to bind you. I don't know what the hell that means, but y'all will. Y'all will. But no more. There's no more of that. There's no more of that binding energy. You guys are not blocked. All blocks are being removed. This is a deeper, passionate new beginnings. Again, royalty. A lot of you guys out here are royalty, and this comes from where? Your past. Six of Cups talks about past. We're talking about lineage. We're talking about bloodline. We're talking about ancestry. A lot of you guys were here to break curses. Just like the curses that you just saw spoken on my live, a lot of you guys were here to break those types of curses from those types of individuals. Because believe it or not, before this lifetime, a lot of people that came back spiritual this lifetime had past life ties to certain things that were not able to be healed within bloodlines, okay? There were certain things going on previous to the life you're living now, okay? Some of you guys you have gotten like past life readings, past life messages. A lot of you guys may have seen in those past life readings that there was something that you were supposed to do or you were called to do, but your life was short because of actions of other individuals who did not want you to be who you were. So it's kind of like a continuation, like your life is a to be continued. And my thing for a lot of you guys, you individuals that are very, 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 very in tune and tapped in, like locked in with spirit, you're going to do this lifetime. This is going to be fulfilled. This prophecy, whatever this is going to be fulfilled this lifetime. And I speak no lies. When you reach this level of anointing, when you reach this level of understanding and illumination and enlightenment, it can't be stopped. A lot of you guys, it took a long time for you to get here. It took a long time, and I'm hearing, why me? Why do I got to go through this? A lot of you guys had to go through a lot to be where you are right now, and you need to be grateful, okay? You guys do have an extremely strong and firm foundation. You do, okay? Continue to be strong, continue to stand in your power, continue to know why you're here, okay? You are the angel, but don't let them play with you, because you got ancestors that, okay? I'm just saying. Divine feminines out here who are truly tapping in. There's a new beginning that's opening up to y'all. Okay? There's truly a new beginning for divine feminines. I'm getting like divine feminine. Don't get off your throne. I'm hearing something about your throne and you need to sit on it. And the only time you get off that throne is when you got to make a move that you know you're being guided and called to make. Period. Okay? Beside that, it's time for these divine feminines to sit on whatever throne it is that they have been creating for themselves. Eight of Pentacles. Self-mastery. You have done this. This is what you do. Not just this lifetime, but past ones. You have ancestors that depend on you to break certain curses, to literally remove the veil in different areas. Everyone's different. But this is why you guys are alone. This is why you guys have been working so hard. You have been mastering yourself. Yep. And you are seen. Believe me, you are seen. Those of you that actually live in reality and you are out here being a teacher and helping people and healing people, you're actually helping and healing your bloodline. You're actually healing those pharaohs and those gods that came before you. They sit on their throne and they look at you like, look at my child teach. Look at my child's collective. Look at how we're growing together. Each one teach one. Each one teach one is what this is. This is literally your ancestors, okay, guiding you on what it is you are teaching and how to get the message out to those that need it. Because believe me, there are a lot of people out here that need these messages. The world has been waiting for you, is what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. They've been waiting for you. Whatever it is you're doing, they've been waiting for you. This level of knowledge, this level of creativity, this level of passion. There's something here that I'm telling you, I can't make this up. These are very, very powerful cards. These are very, very powerful cards. You are a teacher. Whoever you are. When you use your spiritual gifts, you get on here and you let spirit move you. You channel messages. All right? You stick to spiritual law because you see how people misuse and abuse spirituality. Those you guys, these are cards in the upright. And you definitely have, when we talk about our bloodline, you got an emperor, which is a king, which is a god, which is a pharaoh, whoever it is, that is watching over you as you give your messages. I'm telling you right now. Telling you. So there's literally someone in your bloodline. Look at all this red. Your root. Not everybody is called to teach, but there's something deeper than you, okay? Deeper than you can see that's moving you to do so. And keep moving as you're being guided, is what I heard. Yeah, because this is you. This is who you were called to be. I just heard the teacher of occult knowledge, the teacher of spirituality, the teacher of truth, the teacher of divine principle, the teacher of oneness, the teacher of unity, the teacher of humanity. This is who you are. This is who you are, and that's powerful. You're not only this divine feminine that gets to sit and receive the downloads. You're called to be the emperor, be the boss, and take charge of those downloads and give them to others. All right? Anything else needs to come out? I just heard that song, Built My Legacy. Oh, God, I forget who raps that song. But this is a legacy. And like we said before, who you come from. It's the God in you. Okay? Emperor. This is literal. We're talking about our Egyptian ancestors. Someone right here. You come from greatness. You come from it. And your job in this reality was to learn that and to teach that to others. Because as you come, so do others. You understand? This is truly a hierarchy right here. This is not you in this moment. In this moment, this is your bloodline. And they are congratulating you. They're welcoming you into some form of divine inheritance. This is that spiritual inheritance we've been talking about. People don't really know what this means, and I'm not going to go into it to explain it. But for a lot of you guys who understand what I'm speaking on, because I know there are many of you who do, this is who's behind it. Okay? It's who's behind it. You got a whole family. Like literally, when we talk about soul tribe, I'm serious. People take these words lightly, but there's nothing light about these messages. For those of you who really want the knowledge. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Correct? If you want that, you receive it from me. You ain't going to get no lies from me. I'm going to give you the truth on why you're chosen. Why you were called to be who you are and heal yourself. Healing yourself heals all those around you. When you heal yourself 7 generations back and 7 generations forward, which means this will not happen after you. All because what? You took charge and you didn't wait for someone else to do it. You took charge of your life. You took charge of what you were going to heal. You took charge in what you were going to hold back from, what you were going to give to. That's what was needed of you. Because those after you, damn, do they got a fucking great person to look up to. I heard the healer of all ages. Just heard mitochondrial DNA. I don't know. I'm not a scientist nor a doctor, but this is what I'm hearing. Something about your healing is deeply changing your DNA. I don't know. You'll have to meditate on that. Trust what your intuition is telling you at all times. Those of you guys, I'm trying to tell you right now, trust your messages. Trust your messages. And thank you, my queen's eye, for your message. Because literally, you be knowing. All right? You be knowing. Sometimes the messages that we get are so friggin'... How do I say this? I understand it fully. But to the 3D person, they're going to think I'm crazy. No. Your messages are meant to resonate for the individuals that are meant to hear them. This is a messenger. The Page of Wands is a messenger. Someone who brings messages. Secrets. Things that are not known. The High Priestess is the holder of secrets. All secrets that she needs to hold. So if there is someone who is in a High Priestess energy, okay, that is doing some fuckery, period, that High Priestess is going to learn that person's secrets. So this is why I don't get on here and go back and forth with people, because I could read you like a book, only because you play in my energy, and that's the truth. So I try to keep it light, I try to keep it calm, I try to keep it pretty, because I don't want to go there. But please know, when you attack me as a High Priestess, you then give me all of the information that I need for when the time comes to call you out. Now, with that being said, you messengers out here, keep giving these messages. You're going to be getting a lot of downloads. A lot of ideas are going to be coming to you, a lot of messages that you need to speak. Okay, and some of these messages that you speak on will be bringing you some form of tangible something in the 3D. I heard your greatness is your superpower. Hello, can you see me? I can see you. Okay? Trust your gifts. Trust who you are. Trust why you're here. Earth angels. Okay? Heal yourself. I'm getting another period of healing right now is coming through. The Scorpio... Damn. Wow. Scorpio energy is talking about a lot of endings that are happening. But please know that all of these, whatever endings you may be experiencing, I keep seeing the death card, are coming because it's time for you to evolve. It's time for the wheel to turn. This message is going to do something in the energy. I feel it. And that's why I'm still here. Okay. Hello. Can you see me? I can see you. Is there something you'd like me to see? Do you have a question? All right. Anything else? Anything else? It's just the same cards. It's just the same cards at this point. So that's all I got. Is there a question that you have? I keep getting the Lovers card in reverse. Somebody out here, be strong. Okay, I feel like there's this love bombing energy. Be strong. Okay, is what I'm hearing when it comes to this love bombing energy. 6 of Cups. I'm seeing the 6 of Cups and the Lovers 6, the energy of 6. So it's some type of past love connection. All right, use your intuition on what you will do with such. Here's the 6 again. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. Use your intuition on that. I told y'all before about, you know, those types of things. I can't tell you what to do, but if people have showed you that they are ready to grow, then hey, you know. But if you haven't seen that, I wouldn't do it. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. All right, let me see. Let me get some magic cards real quick because we talked about the magic. We had that word witchery up on my screen. So let's just see what's going on with this energy. Magic in reverse. It's going back to where it came from. That's all we need to know. Because yes, word witchery is a form of magic, just so you know. Okay? And people try to hex and curse people by way of the things that they post, the way that they speak. Okay? So whoever was doing that hex, we already know who it was because I already called her out. That's going back to sender. Okay? This is spirit doing this. Okay? Because this message was supposed to be fulfillment for many individuals along their spiritual path, okay? And whatever this is that Spirit is telling you that you have asked for, you will receive it. Okay? Spirit is here, all up and through this message. There's a wish fulfillment that's coming to you because of your healing, because of your intentions. Some of you guys, again, with this initiation energy, it's talking about you guys being initiated into another level, okay? You'll know if you know. If you just woke up one day feeling more enlightened, feeling more spiritual, feeling more tapped in, you need to know that you're going through spiritual initiations. Every step on that ladder, every time you step up, there is another form of a wish fulfillment that comes through to you. So that's how Spirit works. Spirit says, okay, keep going. You know, you might want to feel like you want to stop, but Spirit says, no, keep going. You keep going. You attain something. That Spirit, like, here you go for that. There's some form of Spirit, like, giving and receiving with you, collective. Okay? So just know whatever it is, it's coming. Whatever you prayed for. If you prayed for this magic to stop, it's stopping. If you prayed for these people that are wishing ill will, harm, and intent on you, you know, whatever it is, Spirit's telling you right here, your wishes are being granted from the divine. Okay? Anything else with this that they need to know? Yeah. Imagination. Some of you guys, you're going to be getting a lot more creative passions coming through. You're going to be getting a lot more creativity. Okay? Imagination, intensification. Let people project onto you what it is they want to project is what Spirit said. Hello, hello. people's a product of people's projection will be presenting in their 3D. I don't know. That's just what I heard. Again, with that projection, that's like imagination, like I said, right? So, okay, why won't this person just die? Why won't this person just go away? Why won't this person just stop? Why won't this? That's projecting. That's someone using their mind, okay, to make you feel something. All of that witchery in the negative sense will be reflected back on that individual. So, as I say, when I gotta talk, and someone feels triggered by what I'm saying, they come into my live and they start talking trash. Instant backfire, instant tower. Because, oh, you're showing me and now everyone else how you truly feel. But only you feel that way. Projection is a powerful thing and you must be careful with it. Yep. All right. Anything else? Grounding. Earth. Didn't I just say that? So a lot of you guys, Divine Feminines, there's a new sense of fertility that's coming, okay? You know, that sacral chakra, I'm also seeing your sacrals are good. They're intact, okay? If someone's been worrying about, like, their creativity or not feeling drawn to create, or I'm getting, like, spiritual blocks, okay? That's being cleared out. Your sacral chakra is being cleared, okay? Yeah, balance is being restored. And this balance is being restored after all of this magic that was done upon all of you guys out here that are feeling this message. You guys are the true alchemists here, okay? And no one's negative intention, no matter how much they try to cloak or conceal it, will be your reality. The cards are the cards. Negative intention and cloaking. Pretty much throwing rocks and hiding their hands, you know? Yep, stability. I said with the Four of Wands. Some of you guys out here doing them protection rituals. Good job. You are protected. So is your stability. All of your chakras. Because with this stability, I'm also seeing the root chakra, even though it's not showing up. Okay? It's here. Boundaries and stabilities. Your boundaries are what is creating stability. By you putting up that wall, by you knowing what's for you and what's not for you, by you calling out what needs to be called out, by you backing out when you need to back out, by you standing up for yourself when you need to, when you saying, all right, it's cool, I got it, whatever, I'll let God handle it, all that is bringing in stability, because you have to learn that you are not doing this by yourself. When we co-create, we are co-creating with a higher power, okay? So sometimes it's not for us to do something. Sometimes God will say, you take a back seat, I got this. In those moments, you must know and trust that it's being handled. But when God say, get out there, speak, I need you, you do what you got to do. And you be blessed for that. Co-creation is co-creation. You can't overpower the creator. That's where people get it messed up, because they think that they have the power to overpower the creator of all in existence. We are active participants in co-creating with that creator. We are not that creator. And that's what these witches will never understand. Okay? So I guess it all ties in together, you know? We talked about the witches and how they wanted to take over the goddess power that is. Again, when we talk about these mediumship gifts, it's very important because, yes, keep cleaning. Keep cleaning. We talk about this energy because it's very, very important. It's very, very important because respect. A lot of you guys, you don't get the respect you deserve. But that's fine for you as a human vessel. But I'm talking about your ancestors. If you know where you come from, they don't play. Remember I said, like, many years ago I was saying ancestors don't play about you? I stopped saying that because it's been shown to be evident, but some people still don't get it. Like, they can disrespect you, but when it comes to those that you came from, they don't stand for it. Some of you guys, your ancestors demand respect, grounding, okay, and clearance. Diana, as you said, keep cleaning, keep clearing out, okay? What is being cleared out is all of these negative thoughts, okay, that you guys may have been feeling, you may have been picking up on, these projections, okay? People, like I said, pretty much that example I gave, people trying to send you negative energy. People trying to mirror their shadow selves to you. That's not going to work anymore. You are who you are, and you are not in your shadow vibration, okay? The cycle of that is over. The cycle of the moon magic, all them spells, all them rituals, all them chants, all them containment spells I just heard. It's over. Those are not going to work. Okay? They're not. High priest and high priestess. You see the responsibility. As I said, those of you guys who have these messages, you are here. You have a responsibility to give certain messages when you're called to give them. When God says, I need you to say this, you got to say it. When God says, be quiet, be humble, he needs you to do that. There is a heavy responsibility, 10 of Wands, that you guys hold. It's not meant to be a burden. 10 of Wands is not always that type of burden. But there is a burden that comes along with your lineage. There is a burden with your royalty, meaning you got to do some things that you don't want to do, but for the greater good. The greater good. You understand? You're here to bring fulfillment. It's your responsibility to bring fulfillment. Pretty much. Anything else before I go? Because I think I'm done. Yeah. And along this journey, what they tried to stop, they can never take. It's in you, not on you. And at any point in time, the universe can say, okay, you ready for this blessing? All right, here it come. That can be in any form, any time, any place, any person. God works through people. Period. No one knows when this is coming. But if you come from a bloodline of royalty, you are already prosperous. It's just on you to use your innate gifts, i.e. your ancestors' knowledge and wisdom and guidance, on how to bring that to the forefront. But it's coming, because it's here. It's in you. You're here. You're here, right? So is your prosperity. You are the prosperity they're trying to take. Actualize that. Realize that. And let it move you into greatness. There ain't no prosperity greater than you. And I got goosebumps as I said that. Manifestation. Y'all are truly the key. You're the key to something here. And this is why Spirit chose you. Okay? What you do say, what you do ask for, you do receive. Whoever you are, you do. So don't worry about the timing. Don't worry about how it's going to look, who's going to give it, when it's going to come. Just know it's coming. Spirit's working some things out in the background. All right? Love y'all. We'll talk later.